These people need this this crutch to get them through. A lot of them, it's not their fault. They didn't go out and say, let's use heroin.
Binghamton Police Chief Joseph Zukoski says his team revives the same people from an overdose over.
Use it daily.
And over again.
Several times a day sometimes.
They use naloxone, more commonly known as Narcan. It's a medication used to reverse the effects of opioids in the brain receptors. It's often seen in a nasal spray form, and it's easy to access. Right at your local pharmacy, anyone can use it at home.
How many times that we're not getting called at all? There's no 911 call. Who knows? Meaning
the number of overdoses is likely much higher. Regardless, it's still making a difference.
Obviously, it's saving lives. If not, in the old days before we had it, people died.
And Chief Zukoski knows that part all too well. His son, Joseph Zukoski III, died in June of last year from overdosing on heroin.
And so they know what the battle is. And there isn't anybody who knows what that battle is better than I.
Understandably, a tough moment to look back on, when Narcan wasn't even enough.
Do you believe Narcan in the end would have saved maybe your son?
Not in this case. It was administered at the time. So no, not in this case.
It's the same for Lori Saman, who lost her son Jason right around the same time.
My son had several overdoses that were reversed by Narcan.
To Saman, addiction is not a choice.
I mean, he stood right here in the kitchen and said, "Mom, do you think I like to use? I have to. I physically have to."
That's why she supports the widespread availability of Narcan.
They don't want to die. That isn't why they use drugs, by any means. So we need to be able to help them. We need to be able to have Narcan available.
And it's also something Broome County Executive Jason Garner strongly believes in.
Along with most other Broome County residents, I live in reality. And so I think Narcan is important because it buys some time for people.
But the real question remains.
Would you say that Narcan has any permanent fix on the opioid epidemic?
For some, it's a simple answer.
I think Narcan saves lives.
And we need to be able to have Narcan available because they can't recover 6 feet under.
But for others, it's not.
Keeping their hearts beating, but it's not taking away the addiction.
No, absolutely not.
Until then.
This isn't the answer by any means. Is it a Band-Aid? Really, yes, but a good Band-Aid.
More needs to be done to reverse the opioid epidemic. Ann Sparacco, 12 News.